Lucy, hold on. I really need to talk with you.
But I have no need to talk with you.
Lucy, please. At least, give a chance for me to be heard.
Fine. You have 2 minutes.
I love you, wholeheartedly, Lucy. I cannot bear losing you. I know, I messed up. I did not prioritize you. But now I have realized my mistake. Can we not work this out? Does it really have to end in divorce?
You had 5 years, Samuel. 5 long years. And yet, you did nothing to earn my love. And yet, I loved you. I always went out of my way to show you how much I cared about you. And how much I loved you. While you sat back and enjoyed it all from me. It never, ever flashed in your mind for you to show me how much I am truly loved by you, did it? Your time is up, Samuel. Now there is nothing you can do to change my mind. I waited 5 years for you to realize what you were missing out on. And now you are here. Right when your ship is sinking. Don't look up to God. He can't help you. You brought this down upon your own self. I need to go, Samuel. I am getting late for work.
Hello, Kevin.
Quincy. What are you doing here?
Thought you could get away with scaring me, did you? Do you have any idea how much I loved you?
Pleasure and love have nothing in common. You wanted pleasure, and I gave it to you. Remember.
Well, that's some good television program, isn't it? David. Snap out of it.
I am sorry, I was lost in some thoughts. I am sorry, Quincy, please let me make it up to you.
How about, stay over for the night? You know, it's been a while since we spent some quality time together. You were off with your business trip for a month. And just today you got back. With a handsome celebrity, of course.
Most people say that, and several women fall for him. I don't know how he does it.
He may be handsome, but I have the prince of all handsomes right in front of me. You have made my heart glad by doing the unthinkable today. As soon as we met in the airport, the very first thing you did was propose me. And that scene has burnt onto my heart as an everlasting memory. To be honest, there were several times I thought, if our relationship had a future. And now it does. So why not stay over tonight and celebrate this wonderful occasion?
Why don't we celebrate it tomorrow? We would have the whole day for ourselves.
Why not tonight?
I am sorry, Quincy, but I have to go. If I stay over, then we would be tempted and led into breaking God's law.
You said the same thing while we were dating. And now, even after becoming engaged, you say the same.
Remember when we started dating? And the first time, you invited me to come over to your house. Remember the discussion we had back then, and the agreement we reached? Didn't we agree to not be intimate before marriage? And didn't you tell that our relationship must honor God, and that it was best to not get intimate before marriage?
Back then we were just dating. But now, we are engaged. We belong to each other. We are going to become husband and wife soon. What's wrong if we get a little intimate now?
A little intimate too can lead us into breaking God's law, because every sin starts with a small amount of, let me try and see how it feels. It's not like I am going to do this again. I wish to do this just once, for an experience. And that's how the serpent deceives and drags people away from God. It always starts with little.
I am sorry, David. That program we were watching had a lot of romantic scenes in it. And it kind of ignited my desire. But even you were watching. How come you didn't feel a thing?
As I said, I was lost in thoughts. I didn't notice what was running on the television. But to make it clear, I don't watch anything that is too romantic, anything that would displease God with my eyes. Because the media is a powerful tool today that the devil uses to lure people away from God.
You were right.
We shall meet tomorrow then.
Okay.
This day is going to be awesome. I have several things planned for us today. What was that for?
For being in my life. So darling, I wanted to ask you something.
Go on, ask.
How did you meet Kevin?
Oh, it was several years ago. Before Daniel came along into Jess's life. Jess, her brother, Kevin, Marcellin, Lisa, Hannah, and myself were a group of friends.
Oh, sounds great.
Yeah, we were all from the same class in high school, except for Jess's brother, who is 2 years older than her. He and Daniel were classmates back then.
Okay, and then?
After graduating high school, each of us driven by our passion, got divided and went our separate ways. Marcellin was passionate about singing. She decided to pursue that. Lisa went on to become a youth pastor at her church. Hannah pursued to become a teacher. And I wanted to become a stage anchor.
I see. So now, where are they?
Each of them are in a different country. We are hoping to meet up soon and reunite our disband group.
Good.
Just recently when I was at the airport, returning from my business trip, I met Kevin, and boy, he's completely transformed now. I told him about how I love to do stage anchoring, And he has agreed to let me anchor for his upcoming 2-night event.
Okay. So babe, I was wondering if Kevin would be willing to do an interview with me as a program for our news channel.
Maybe.
You know, he's kind of a big deal in this town. And people would love to hear his story.
Let me talk to him and see.
Thanks, babe. Thanks for agreeing to this interview, Mr. Stein.
The beautiful babe, as yourself must not call me Mr. Stein. You can call me Kevin.
Okay, Kevin. Why don't you tell me about how you started off in this field, and how you have climbed your way to the top?
It's an ironic story, darling. To brief it out, when I was back at high school, I used to be the funny one in my group. You can ask your fiancé David about it. He would tell you. Realizing I had a gift for comedy, I started pursuing it after I had to drop out of college.
But why, Mr. Stein? Why did you had to drop out?
It was due to my father's unexpected death.
I am sorry to hear that.
It was difficult to overcome the pain of losing him. But somehow I finally did. I realized on my own that I could overcome anything and be successful in life. I decided to put the pain behind me, and I put my efforts into becoming the best comedy artist of this generation.
Wow, that's fantastic. What would you like to say for today's generation, based on your life experience?
Do not trust God, trust yourself. Put your desires first before God's will. God's will doesn't matter, but your desires does. God is like a confinement box, who restricts you and confines you to limited happiness in life. He doesn't let you enjoy everything you can. Therefore I would say, put God aside and put your desires first. And see how satisfied and happy you will be.
Oh. Well, that's your take on life. And we respect that. Well, Mr. Stein, I should say, it's been an honor to conduct this interactive session with you. Thank you for your time.
Well, I was told it would be a 30-minute session. Well, anyways, it's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me to be on your show.
Miss Wrench, why did you end the show so quickly? The producer asked us to make it 30 minutes, didn't he?
Yes, I know that, Michael. But I kinda felt uncomfortable with the way he was talking. You know, like, how we don't need God.
I agree with whatever he said, Miss Wrench.
Michael, what's wrong with you?
Whatever he said is true, Miss Wrench. God confines us to limited happiness. With all those laws and commandments, one is not able to enjoy the amazing pleasures in life. Do you know that until now, I have never tasted alcohol, never smoked a cigarette, never taken drugs, never been with a girl alone, never went on for social gatherings because I was told and taught that I would be misled, never missed a day of church, and look at my life. Am I blessed? I work as an intern here, for free. I don't have a stable income. I am not able to pay the bills. To summarize, what has been faithful to God earned me. My life is in pain. What have I truly gained by giving up all these youthful happiness for God? The least He could have done is bless me with a stable income job so that I can make my ends meet. So I have decided, tonight once my shift ends, I am going straight to the pub, and I am going to enjoy everything I have been missing out on. Miss Wrench, I suggest you do the same. Whatever you have been missing out in the name of God, go on tonight and enjoy it. It's not worth it to hold on to these commandments and laws.
Can I join you tonight?
You are most welcome to, Miss Wrench.
Waiter, pour in the finest from your collection.
Sure, ma'am. Please go ahead and sit down.
I am so drunk, right now.
What is a fine woman as yourself doing here?
Who are you to question what I do? I am finally enjoying my life, after hearing Mr. Stein say.
Therefore I would say, put God aside and put your desires first. And see how satisfied and happy you will be. Oh, I see, darling, I am he who stands before you now.
Mr. Stein, the handsome one, come join me, let's drink together.
Sure, why not, darling? So tell me, darling, what brings you here, to my local bar?
So you own the place. I didn't know. That's fantastic.
Stop getting too excited for everything. And tell me, what brings you here? Surely, you wouldn't be here if everything is going well in your life.
My fiancé doesn't wish to get intimate with me.
That's really sad. But, do you know why he doesn't want to?
Because, to him, our relationship is about honoring God.
Oh seriously, this God crap again. Listen to me, Quincy darling. You are a beautiful young woman. And you don't deserve such a crappy man who puts honoring God over pleasing you. My advice to you is, leave David. Go out there and find a man who'll be willing to please you. Let me buy you another drink. Yo Jack, pour in another glass for that fine woman who is with me.
Will do, boss.
And mix it with, you know what.
Got it.
Listen to me, you are very drunk. It wouldn't be right of me to let a beautiful woman as yourself to go to your home on your own. Why don't you stay with me for me tonight?
Sure, why not? You are the most gentle man ever.
You are finally up. Did you enjoy it last night?
What are you talking about? And where the hell am I?
You are at my personal motel.
How did I get here? Oh God, oh God, oh God, what have I done? I regret going to that bar in the first place. It has brought disgrace to my purity.
Don't let guilt ruin what you just experienced.
Just shut up. I was bound under the covenant of engagement with my fiancé. And you have led me into breaking it.
Quincy darling, that man doesn't deserve you. He doesn't love you. If he did, he would have given you what you wanted. While me on the other hand, I love you very much. The very second I saw you at the airport with David, I felt drawn towards you. Well, of course, I didn't make a move, because you belong to my friend. At least until last night. I'll give you everything you desire. Leave David, and come be with me.
You have brought enough disgrace on me, by leading me to breaking my covenant. David may have not given me everything I desire, but he is a pure soul, and don't for 1 second think that I would leave him for you. As to whatever happened between us, forget it.
You can come back anytime you like, when you change your mind.
What makes you think that I will come back?
Trust me, you will.
I must find David first. and come clean with him about what happened. David, I am extremely sorry that I haven't been myself lately. In many ways, I don't deserve you.
Why are you talking like this?
I did something terrible, David. I don't know how to even confess it.
Look, whatever you did, I forgive you. You don't have to embarrass yourself by having to tell me about it. Maybe when you have moved past it, by forgiving yourself first, then you can tell me. But for now, I don't need to know. I love you, irrespective of what you did.
If you knew what I did, then you wouldn't be so forgiving.
Don't worry about it. Look, we all make mistakes.
But mine was not a mistake. I clearly wronged you in every way. I don't deserve you, David.
Look, I love you. No matter what you did, ask forgiveness to God, let it go, forgive yourself, and move on. If you tell me, then I don't know how I would react. And that would cause you to beat yourself up more. Therefore, it's better to move past this.
Thank you, David. You are the best. When I have moved past this, I will surely tell you. I just don't know how you would react.
Let's worry about that later. For tonight, I have to prepare myself to anchor for Kevin's comedy event. Why don't you help me do it?
I will. Look, whatever happened between us, let's forget it. And try to be friends, for David's sake.
Whatever you want, woman. But just so we are clear, I could have had any woman I wanted that night, but I chose you. Remember that. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to go prepare for the show.
I am worried about Daniel.
It is sad, the way all this has turned out to be now.
It would have been good if we had stayed back with Jessica. She would be going through a mental pain because of what happened. Please, help them, Quincy.
Don't worry, my love. I will do my best.
Thank you, my love.
And cut. We are done, Miss Wrench. Thank you for your cooperation.
Quincy, come on. Let's go for lunch.
Okay.
I have noticed that something has been disturbing you a lot lately. What's going on?
Promise me, you wouldn't say a word to anyone.
Quincy. You know, you can always trust me.
I know.
And still, I give you my promise. I will not open a word to anyone.
I am kinda caught in between two men who love me.
You are one lucky woman, aren't you?
It's not luck, it's headache. I don't know which one to choose.
Okay, when you put it that way. Yes, it is a headache.
One loves me truly, he is a pure soul. But he is not ready to give me everything just yet. And the other also truly loves me, but is ready to give me everything. Or dare I say, he has already given me everything I need.
Okay. And?
And now I am confused as to who I should end up with.
Quincy, you need to ask yourself just one question.
What is God's will, isn't it?
No, Quincy. You need to ask yourself, who makes you happy?
I don't wish to actually say this, but It is the one who is ready to give me everything I need.
Then, that's your man. Quincy, don't worry about pure soul guy. No matter how pure his soul is. If he cannot give you what you deserve, then what good is his pure soul? You need to break things off with the pure soul guy. And prioritize the one who can give you everything, and choose him wholeheartedly.
I understand.
Good.
That was some good drink.
Look, who is back here? After those big talks of purity and regret.
I am a grown woman. I go where I please. What bothers you?
Nothing bothers me. You have come here to make earnings for my bar. And why would that bother me? So, what changed your mind?
How do you know? My mind has changed.
Because if it didn't, then you wouldn't be here. So,
It's something you said.
I say a lot of things, can you please be specific, woman?
You said you could have had any woman you wanted, and yet you chose me. And that meant something to me. I have come here to be yours forever.
And what about your stupid fiancé?
To hell with him. The guy cannot just give me what I desire. But he is making me run around a lot for people I just met. And I don't really care about.
Is it for Dan and Jess?
Yes, on one side I am glad you pulled that guy down. I don't know how you did it, but great job on it.
Would you be willing to help me in my mission?
What mission?
Taking down God's people.
I am in. People like David need to realize that there is a life outside of pleasing God.
Then come on, darling. Step right into your master's happiness. You will not regret this ever.
So, all that you said, that you love me very much, that you could have had anyone, and yet you chose me. Were they all just to trap me?
When I said it back then, I meant it. But now, we are way past it.
You sick moron, you made me break David's heart by fooling me into thinking your love was true.
I love everyone I sleep with. But once I am done, I am done.
You will pay for this.
Where have you brought us? So you are a demon too. Big deal.
I am going to destroy you. Foolish girl. Good. At least now, I won't feel guilty about hurting you. Because we are equal.
Messiah, the girl, who couldn't even pull out a proper red lightning to kill her father.
What are you talking about? I did kill him.
In your dreams.
Why don't I show you a demo?
Bring it on. You won't stop it. Quincy, may I have a word with you?
Sure, Master.
Oh, this sounds interesting. The headmaster seems pissed. Congratulations on getting fired on your first day. Quincy, I am ready. Let's go now.
It felt like you didn't get enough slaps from your dad. Oh yes, here's one more. Bye-bye, my love.
What a moron. Look, you need to stop taking out your anger on Kevin. He is this type today because I made him so. For a good reason, that is. If I had not made him to scare you out and put you in a coma, you wouldn't be here in your full potential.
Well, I guess I owe you both thanks. And what about the thing he said about my father? Is he not dead?
He is dead, girl. It's true, your red lightning barely hit him. But you are lucky as he died out of fear. He had a heart attack. Time is short. We need to get working. Instead of fighting with Kevin, can I expect your full cooperation in my mission?
Yes, Master.
Well said.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you like our content, make sure to subscribe to our channel